Do you ever feel like you are your worst enemy? Like something is constantly holding you back, irrespective of how hard you try to fight it? Well, that is self-sabotage. It's sneaky. It creeps up on you when you least expect it and without you even realizing it. And it is the only thing that is standing in between where you are and where you want to be. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayushi, and in today's video we are going to be talking about all things self-sabotage, because these behaviors are truly acting as a barrier between you and your future life and your goals. So let's learn more about how to eliminate these behaviors, how to free those negative thoughts, and really just attract positive energy so that you can have more control over your thoughts and feelings. The most important thing to begin with our healing journey is to understand the definition of a self-sabotage loop. This cycle is when a person's own thoughts, feelings, emotions, or behaviors undermine their own goals or well-being, which are often driven by fear, anxiety, or even lack of self-worth. The loop might start with a trigger, such as self-doubt or stress, leading to an action such as procrastination or negative self-talk. And then it ends in a temporary relief that reinforces the habit, ultimately preventing the progress. So, for example, let me say that, okay, I have an exam coming up and I am still studying really hard for it. I'm studying day and night. I'm using all of the studying techniques possible on the internet that I could find. And yet, the only thought running through my head is that, well, I didn't perform well in the past couple of exams, and I just don't think I'm capable of getting the fruitful results in this exam. And so why should I even try? Why should I even start? Maybe I'll just start a day before the exam, or heck, even a couple of hours before an exam. I'll just cram up all of that information and hopefully just brain dump on the paper and it should be okay. It's not like I'm gonna be the topper anyways, so why should I try hard? So you see what you're doing here. You're telling yourself all of these negative thoughts. You're reminding yourself of how incapable you are in achieving high goals and in achieving good marks. And then in turn, you're procrastinating beginning the studying period. And so you're not studying. And then what's going to happen is that you're going to go out there, write that exam, not perform well, and then be upset about it. And then maybe in turn, some people get emotional comfort through eating food, and so you might binge eat. You might take part in all of these activities. You might take part in harmful activities like taking drugs or things that are just absolutely horrible for your body and your mind. And then that way you feel that relief, you feel a little bit better about yourself, you feel calm. And then that cycle repeats, and it's a vicious cycle that never stops. Number one, identify the loop triggers. So your action has to be, take a journal, note down every single thing that is causing you stress, every single thing that is just affecting your mood on a day-to-day basis. Keep a note of this every single day. It could be work and stress, it could be insecurity in relationships, it could be a plethora of things. But when you take note of this, dude, it literally takes like 2 minutes to write these things down. But when you take note of everything, and when you go back and look at all of this and you're kind of like repeating patterns, you'll be able to see things that are actually leading to your stress. And so you'll be able to make adjustments to bring those stress level down and then to make yourself feel a lot better. The reason for doing this is to gain awareness. When you're aware of your stressors, you'll be able to stop the cycle before it even begins. Number two, challenge negative thoughts. The action is, anytime you sense a negative thought come up in your mind, just ask yourself, is this thought based upon a fact or assumption? Really challenge the accuracy of that thought, and then try to redirect and reframe it for a more positive way of thinking about it. When you change how you think about certain situations, it really helps to negate the power of self-sabotaging thoughts, because you start acting differently. You know how to approach different situations, and you really think before you speak. Number 3, break down all of the large goals and tasks into small manageable steps. Now, the reason to doing this is anytime you're put forth with a big goal or a big task, it can feel so overwhelming. You just want to run into the opposite direction. You don't even want to approach or get to that task. It feels challenging, and that's when you start procrastinating. When you break it down into small achievable steps and complete it one at a time, you are reinforcing that positive thought process that you need to have in order to even begin and push through that task, because that is the only way your brain is going to be able to think clearly. Number 4, replace self-sabotaging behaviors with positive alternatives. Identify actions that are going to reinforce those positive goals. For example, you're procrastinating. You're like, oh, I'll do it in an hour. I'll do it in like 2 hours. It's okay. And like that, time is passing by. Time is not a constant. Time is fleeting. You need to be very mindful about where you put your time into, because time is energy. Okay, and so if you find yourself procrastinating, maybe start with a Pomodoro timer, like I mentioned in my university advice video. Start with 5 minutes, begin that task, just make the first little baby step of just writing down maybe the title of a big paper that you have to submit. Do that for 5 minutes, and like that, you're going to find that over time, by you positively reinforcing these actions, and maybe give yourself like a little break or a little reward after it, you are really rewiring that habit loop and your brain into believing that this task is now achievable because I have already started. And once you start, you'll find yourself so like fully immersed in the thought process and in the entire task that you are doing that you will feel like, I don't even want to stop. I don't even want to like take a break anymore because I'm so fully consumed by it, and you'll just want to go with the flow. Just begin. It's that simple. Number 5, practice self-compassion. Instead of constantly pestering yourself on why you didn't get certain things completed or why a certain setback occurred in your life, start thinking positively and start treating yourself like you would another friend. Remind yourself that setbacks are completely normal, that does not stop your growth, and that they are actually essential and part of a growing human being. Somebody who is hungry to achieve things in their life, hungry to actually work hard and stay persistent towards achieving their goals. Even if they feel so unreachable right now, you will get there. I promise you. Self-compassion is going to prevent self-punishment, which in turn helps you end that constant habit loop of self-sabotaging behaviors. Number 6, create accountability. Try to share your thoughts and feelings with somebody you trust, or keep a habit tracking tool. If needed, even work with a coach or mentor. Accountability encourages follow through. And when you do this, you're really pushing all of that positive reinforcement. It is preventing you from taking actions which are not right for you or your future goals. Because you have somebody who is telling you, hey, hold up. Don't you think that's the wrong thing to do? Don't you think you should be doing something else? If you are telling somebody you trust, or a habit tracking tool, be it I can only be on my phone or have a screen time of 2 hours every single day, and if I exceed that, it's just going to log out of my social media accounts and I'm not going to have any access anymore. Things that will really guard you and help you stay accountable are crucial for your progress. Number 7, reward yourself for small wins. Every win counts. I cannot stress this enough. In today's day and age, we're constantly running around chasing different things, and we just get so consumed by everything, and we're trying to multitask everything. We don't give ourselves enough credit. Be it a small task, it doesn't matter. Reward yourself with maybe your favorite ice cream or maybe your favorite book, couple of hours watching your favorite show, or spending time with your loved ones. Whatever it may be, these things are essential for your brain to relax, for your mind to feel like it can rest and digest and begin doing everything all over again. If you are constantly running and not giving yourself rest physically, emotionally, and mentally, you are going to feel so drained. You're going to experience burnout so quickly, and then it is going to get really hard for you to get back up and do what you did before. So don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself that time to relax and celebrate your win, because you deserve it. Your every little success is going to result in something wonderful. So please do this for yourself. And I don't mean that just okay, Ayushi said reward yourself. That means, oh, I'm going to purchase everything. Every time I do a small task, I'm going to go and buy my favorite bag or my favorite shoes, or I'm going to go on a shopping spree, or I'm going to just binge eat. I'm just going to eat whatever I feel like. Of course not. Everything needs to be within limits, and you have to have that self-control and identify things that are good for you and things that are bad for you. But if you find that you don't have that self-control, then please work with somebody who will guide you through it, because it is essential to keep your health in check. It is essential that your mind is not diverted towards other things, because that can really stop you from getting on that path towards progressing towards your goal. Number 8, and which is our last point, is seek professional help if needed. If you feel that there is no end to your self-sabotaging behaviors, or the behaviors are to a certain extent quite extreme and you don't know the underlying factors as to what is causing it, then it is very important to speak with a therapist and identify those things before it's too late. When you are talking to a professional, you'll be able to really just pour your heart out, tell them exactly what is affecting you, because every single human being is different. And me sharing all of these things are quite general ways of taking actionable steps into solving an issue which a lot of us commonly deal with. However, everyone is so different, and so speaking with a therapist can result in tailored steps that you can take, which are going to be just for you. Things that are only and only going to help you in your journey. So please do what it takes to better yourself. Take that action to move one step forward into a right direction. Before I take your leave, I just want to mention that every single individual is unique. The thoughts that run through your head, I will never be able to understand, and nor will your loved ones. You are the only person who can take charge of your future and of your mind. You are the only person who can really push yourself out there. Push yourself a little bit every single day, just 1%. Do one thing that makes you uncomfortable every single day. Track it, anything. Talk to somebody who will hold you accountable. Just do anything it takes in your power, because you are the only person that you have in your life. You are your only constant in life. So please work on yourself. Your self-growth and improvement is of utmost importance, because that external voice and noise is going to do no good. If somebody is not serving you, eliminate them from your life. It is a sign from God. He's protecting you that this person is not adding value, and maybe it's for the better. Any setback that you experience in your life, don't think about it so negatively and put yourself down. Instead, look at it in a positive lens and think, hey, you know what? This had to happen for something amazing that is going to come in the near future. I stuttered a little bit there. But anyways, before I go on another lecture series, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see me filming in natural light. And I didn't want to use my ring light because it's a little bit hideous right now, but nonetheless, I hope the quality is good enough for you guys to watch and enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.